Alright, so I'm making this unboxing video. I'm super excited to have gotten this LIV watch. I ordered it on Friday, and today's Tuesday, and I got it today. So I'm pretty excited that it came this fast. I want to be able to get it out of the box and onto my wrist. And if you're not opening with whatever you have in front of you, it's not a professional unboxing video. So I'm not a professional watch reviewer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it. I just like watches, and I definitely like free stuff. So I'll destroy this box and not really care. I mean, it's packaged really nice in there, so you got little air things to keep it safe, so that's nice. Even as I destroy this box. There we go. So I got my receipt. Even before I destroyed it, the Postal Service kind of chewed it up a little bit, so. Oh, so that's pretty cool. So, limited edition, 38 out of 500. So that's pretty good, 38. 5-year warranty. And a little instruction sheet. And my receipt. What else we got here? So, a little personal message. That's pretty neat. I liked how their emails came in. So, they were talking about, you know, how you're a fan. You're not just a customer, you're a fan of the brand. I'd heard of LIV before. I'd never bought a watch from an online retailer, you know, microbrand. I bought secondhand watches from microbrands, and then I bought regular watches secondhand, or I bought regular watches, you know, retail. So I was not, this is kind of my first experience getting a microbrand from their site, so that's kind of different. Make sure your crown's pushed in. Although I believe, yeah, this is a screwed down crown, so that's good. So here's the box. It's weighty. I like that. Comes in this little box here. So it's kind of a, yeah, like higher end brands have these, you know, special, like box within a box. So that's pretty nice. And this is a really nice box. It's like a leatherette type of material. Up in here you got a little cleaning cloth guy. And there it is. Let's grab this out of here. There it is on a bracelet. If I have the opportunity to buy something on a bracelet, I always buy it on a bracelet, because I can always change it out to a different, you know, a NATO or a rubber or something like that. But getting the bracelet that's made for it, it's best, I feel, to get it when you're buying the watch. So that way you don't, I know there's been other ones. I have a Zelos that has the bracelet that's made for it, and there's other people that can't find the bracelet for that watch, and they keep wanting to buy my bracelet. And I'm like, no, I want my bracelet. So, so this is awesome. So I mean, it's running. I'll peel this sticker off so you guys can see it run. So that looks great. I love the white. This is my first full lume watch, so this is definitely a different experience for me to have something full lume. So I'm kind of excited about that too. But man, that looks great. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna size the bracelet, put it on, so that way you guys can see what it looks like on my wrist. Alright, so I got this sized up. It was not too hard to size, if you can see. It is the push pins to be able to size the bracelet. All of them are done like that, it looks like. So you would be able to take this down and be really, really tiny if you have small wrists. My wrists are about 7 1/4, so kind of on the smallish side for men. I took out 4 links, so this does have plenty of adjustment for if you got a larger wrist too. and I'm on the second micro adjustment, so I'm pretty happy with the fact that it has micro adjustment, because I don't like my bracelets to fit like super tight. I don't like them to fit super loose, and sometimes the micro adjust is kind of the only way, unless you have half links, to be able to kind of get in that sweet spot. This does not have half links; it only has full size links. But again, they are push, not the screw type. I don't know which ones I prefer, honestly. I've used both. I think the higher quality the band, the more likely you are to have a screw type. I guess that being said, Liv's not going to like to hear it, but I don't think this bracelet is super high quality, at least for the money that you would spend if you were buying it separately. If you were spending $70 for this, I don't know if I'd be very happy spending $70 for this bracelet. Based on just the links, they're kind of hollow feeling. They got some play in them. They just don't feel super high quality the way I would expect from a $70 bracelet. Obviously, I'm not talking about, high-end $200 bracelet, but there's other micros out there that have stock bracelets that have screws to adjust them, and they tend to be, I guess, a little bit higher quality. Maybe that's just what I'm used to. So kind of a knock on the bracelet. If you're buying it and you want to get the canvas or the leather or the rubber, that might be kind of a deciding factor. I think they're all the same price, if that matters. I have this Barton band that I bought just for this. It's black and orange. I think it'll look super killer with the orange second hand on this, and the white face. So I'm going to try that on too, just to see, and I think hopefully it'll kind of be awesome with this, just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So the LIV branding is on the bottom here, and I burned myself with an aim and flame last night making a fire in the fire pit. But yeah, so it fits and sits super nice on my wrist. I like how it feels. Again, my wrist is about a 7 1/4. I kind of tend to in between about a 7 and a 7 1/2. It just depends on how warm it is and so forth. While I was sizing the bracelet, of course, I'm looking at the actual face, and man, this thing is killer. I love the look of this. Everything's solid. I like the crown particularly is like really robust. You can really get a good grip on it. It is a screw down crown. So it's nice. I've had some that have screw down crowns and they're not very easy to get a hold of, and you're like tearing your fingers up trying to get it out. So this is really nice. I like it. Unscrews real easy. And then you can go to both positions, your first and your second. It has hacking seconds, so it'll stop the second hand for you, which is nice. I know mechanicals aren't super accurate. It's not a big deal. I do like setting them in the morning, right on the minute. It's kind of one of the things I do. It's one of the reasons I like mechanical watches, because I have to wind them and set them and hope that they run the rest of the day for me. So I do like that. But the movement on this, the feeling the hands move while I'm doing it. Sorry, I'm doing it while I'm looking at it and while you're not. It's real nice. It's nice and crisp. There's not a lot of play when you're kind of turning this. You don't feel it turn and move the hands really a whole lot. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see, I'll just set it to close to where I'm at, 246. Oh, actually, I just changed the date, so now I can keep going. I love watches with dates. I won't buy anything without a date now. I got so used to it, so used to looking at my wrist for the date. If I don't have a wrist or a watch on my wrist for the date, I get like super mad, because I looked there and it wasn't there, and I was really mad. So let's see, we'll just set that for close enough, and that's real easy. So now it's running again, and I'll set the date itself. See how that runs. Get to that first position first. There we go. And it's the 7th today. So real crisp movement on the date as well, which I'm pretty happy about. If you can see, it's a little hard to see, I know. I do like the rotor. I think the rotor is really nice. I like that it has limited edition on there. That's cool. It's got all the stuff printed on. I got an iPhone. I don't have a super awesome macro lens to be able to take pictures. I know you guys can see it online, so that's fine too. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm really liking it. It does look good on the bracelet. I think it'll look great on my Barton too. Again, I'm just a little underwhelmed with the bracelet quality in general, but we'll see how the Barton feels. If the Barton doesn't feel great, I know it'll still be plenty comfortable. And again, this is super adjustable, and it sits really nice on my wrist with the bracelet. So I'm pretty happy with the bracelet overall, even though I think the quality could be a little bit better. I do think that the bracelet overall is still a fairly decent bracelet for what you get. And again, it's made to kind of complement the watch. So I like that it came with it. So I will change this out to the Barton, and I'll be back to see what that feels like. I think it's going to be really comfortable. All right, so I got this watch switched over to a Barton band, silicone rubber style, and man, it is so comfortable. I gotta tell you, it's neat too because I don't know if you can tell, but the texturing on the band and on the bezel are like almost matching. It's crazy. It's like the band was made for it. So I guess in conclusion, I'm probably gonna leave it on this band. I have 2 more micro watches that'll be coming in. Let's see, I've got one that hopefully will be here in like May, and then I have another that'll be here like July time frame. The one in July was originally the reason I bought this band, because it's got an orange second hand, and I think it'll kind of look killer like that. But then I decided, hey, it's going to look great on this too. And luckily were both 22 inch, boy, that'd be massive. 22 millimeter, lug width. So it was able to fit on here, and I think I'm going to keep it on here. I'm going to not use the bracelet. I know I kind of like gave the bracelet hell in the video, but honestly, I think the watch as a whole, with the bracelet, with any band you get, honestly, with it from LIV, is still going to be a great deal for a Swiss movement that is pretty bulletproof. It's been around a while, and it's easily able to be serviced by any kind of reputable watchmaker. Or watch, repair place. Like the Independence is kind of what I would want to go to instead of having to ship it back somewhere. But luckily, I mean, LIV gives you a 5-year warranty, which is kind of unheard of. Most places are like a year, 2 years, maybe. Even for high-end brands that you're spending like $6,000 on a watch, and they're going to give you like a 1-year warranty. So for the money, I think this is an awesome deal. Oh, I got to do a loom shot too. I forgot about that. So I'll definitely get you guys a loom shot right after this, because I already did it and just didn't record it. But man, it looks really cool with that full loom dial. So I'm kind of impressed with that. This is my first full loom watch, so I'm pretty happy with getting something that shows up really good. The loom on some of my others, like my Zealous Diver, my Mako, and that thing, it just lights up the night practically. It's not a full loom though, and this one is a full loom dial, so it'll look really neat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it on this this strap. This is my only rubber strap that I have for any of my watches. I usually use either a bracelet or a NATO strap. I love NATOs, but this one I think a NATO would look kind of it would look different. I wouldn't like it on a NATO. I think it looks great on the rubber, and it does look really great on the bracelet itself. So I'll give you guys a loom shot, and then we'll be done.